Okay, here we are. Let's go for a trade. Is here a he was injured, right? RC is injured. Collapsed lung. We can't trade player while injured. Okay. If we need it, we need a. What do we have here? Let's see. Let's go off LeBron James. No, to be honest, no. He's very important for us. Okay, at 76. Clark is injured. Let's see. $11 million. We need someone in the range of 11 million. Okay. Got Green. This is R. Center, we need center temptation. 6 million. Let's get someone around 6 million. This should be fine. What do we need more? We can take. No, Goodwin is important. Morris. Thought it should work. 7. Let's go around 7 million. Pippen Jr. is important to us. John Concha. Only if we could get someone, why can't it? So that's why sometimes I love football. It's easier to get players too. This is around 2 million. Goodwill. Everybody wants chance on championship. Okay, no one wants. That's fine. What rotation do we have? Rui Hachimura. Good. How do we play? Raptors.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, BA. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And the basket by Hachimura.
Boy, I tell you what, Rui Hachimura's teammates love seeing extra effort and hustle like that.
Pass to Pirtle. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Outside Reeves. Back to Vanderbilt. Outside Reeves. Now here's Doncic. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul of the game.
Good. We are lucky.
Here's James. And slam
Nice
dunk
dunk
by James.
Speed and power and the ability to finish with both hands make LeBron James's drives deadly.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
BA, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle, making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Hachimura. From deep, here's Doncic. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Quickly against Doncic. Pirtle, the pass to Ingram. Here's Barrett. Oh, man. Oh,
nice slam.
Bad intentions. And down it goes. Jam that one home. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Vanderbilt to pass to Reeves. Pulls it. That one's good from James on the assist by Reeves.
LeBron ready to fire, shot it with confidence there.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Reeves brings a double. Outside Barnes. Pirtle in the post. Working on Hachimura. That one's good for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Doncic. Coming in off 12. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, I mean, he's tremendous.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season. Some changes for Los Angeles. Finney Smith checked in for Hachimura. Goodwin comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Pippen in for Doncic. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Boucher. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
And so here is Toronto following the score by Los Angeles. Outside Dick, the 3-ball.
Oh, we gave
fires in the triple.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. And it's James with the jam.
Look at the power
LeBron.
of that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game
foul?
today.
Yes, it's a recent foul.
When he attacks the rim.
Here's Walter.
Right,
He
it's
picked up
off,
12 points in
off.
their last win against the Hornets in Charlotte. And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, you know, Ingram's
Very bad
rim is
defense.
really an
I
asset
still don't know how to
inside and
defend
allows
him
him to
anymore.
work over and around defending.
Here's Goodwin.
But,
Blocked by
ooh,
Ingram.
really good block, really good block.
Toronto shooting their first free
I thought
throws
it was a
here for the
basket.
night. And he makes the first.
15, 17,
That one drops. He ties it up.
17 or
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's James. And it looks like they
Basket.
are going to review the play.
should
The
be a
question,
basket.
did he get the basket off in time or not?
The previous play is under review.
I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angles.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking along. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Alex Len, Austin Reeves out there with Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Pippen in at the point guard position. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. And here's Reeves outside. Rebounded by Ingram. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
The Lakers on D. They trail by 3. And here's Ingram outside. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Shot is good by
Good
Reeves.
three, 20,
Reeves
20.
punches that one home, showing off the athleticism.
For Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Walter. There's the triple.
No.
It's
Good.
rebounded by Goodwin.
Okay.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Back to Reeves. Vanderbilt finds Reeves. To the wing on the left. Here's Pippen.
No.
And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Good
Not
three.
sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Beauty.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Walter. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Ingram. And counted from 19 feet away.
I could have
That's a
jumped.
nice-looking jump shot. Ingram has shortened his motion since entering the league, and it's paying dividends.
James is checked in for Los Angeles. Doncic comes in for Reeves. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. 5th on the list, Los Angeles.
And what really stands out to me about this team is how they share the rock. They don't want good shots, they want great shots. And collectively as a team, that's what they seek out.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
I thought it would
He's
be
a
a basket.
savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated
Absolutely.
strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him
Shooting for the
to
yes.
really not ever be
Luka
sped up
Doncic.
or out of control.
Dick, he's checked in for Toronto. And a moment here to
Like
take a
the
look at the
stadium
scoring
people.
breakdown for the Lakers.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And of course, taking it inside, always a great game plan. And I'm curious if there'll be an adjustment from
Good.
the defensive end. Maybe sag off some shooters a little.
The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Vanderbilt. Oh, from deep.
Three.
And he recovers it. Here's Pippen. Doncic outside.
No.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. It's Barrett on the wing. Fires from 14. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Here's Finney Smith. Vanderbilt finds Doncic. Over quickly. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Down low. Barnes. Oh, great D that time from Doncic.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And the basket by Pippen.
Another great
Nice,
pass from
Pippen.
Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit
Nice,
assists every game.
Raptors trail by 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Barrett. And he jams it home with authority.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
There's 21 seconds left in the second. Now James, guarded by Barrett. Finney Smith with it. Outside Vanderbilt. For 3, James. James from distance. Easy work.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Lakers on top, leading by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello and welcome, basketball.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as tough as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
And now let's see what the NBA power rankings are starting to look like.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they're one of the teams we've hoped would figure it out. Things are clicking right now, and still early enough for them to make something happen.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And stolen by Barrett. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
Beauty.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Doncic against Quickly. Outside Barrett for the tie. Vanderbilt pulls it in. The Lakers lead by 3. Inside. Luka! Get off me!
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Quickly outside. Here's Barrett. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Austin Reeves picks one up, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So it's Los Angeles now. The lead is 2. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third.
And a nice find by Barrett. He has a complete game.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Vanderbilt with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. Vanderbilt to pass to Reeves. And here's Doncic outside. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Oh, LeBron sending it home.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Quickly passes to Ingram. No good on the 3. Los Angeles leading by 5. Hachimura finds James. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Not the guy you want to give three-point opportunities to. LeBron doesn't hesitate to take these shots and knock them down.
LeBron.
1:05 left to play in the third quarter here. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Finney Smith checked in for Vanderbilt. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
For him, it was a season to remember. And I think his fans would say the same.
Here's Quickly. Pass to Boucher. Can they get it? He buries it from 3. Boucher's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Finney Smith. No good. Off the front rim.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Nice shot by Finney Smith.
Finney Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Quickly outside. Pass to Barrett from the high post. Finney Smith pulls it in.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. Coming out on the floor for your Nationals.
On the wing, Grady Dick from downtown. Connects from downtown. Dick's got 9 points. And here's Reeves. It'll count. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And offensively, a great show for the fans. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed.
Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And so in the game for the Lakers, LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Pippen in at the point. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Walter. Boucher outside. Three-pointer. James with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. There's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And for Toronto, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Pass to Walter. Here's Abaji. Boucher a screen on Vanderbilt. Abaji, pass to Boucher. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in the game. LeBron at full speed. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Add this game to LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
And so here is Toronto, trailing by 10. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Both teams will make substitutions. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Absolute beauty.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. And here's Ingram from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I like how assured Ingram looks pulling up from there. He either torches you with his speed to the rim or his jumper if you give him space.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Raptors trail by 11. Here's Ingram. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pass to Reeves. And stolen by Barron. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter here. Now here's Ingram. Hachimura covering. And a slam come by Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, a big-time leaper who can dunk it down with power and with ease.
And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Berto grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Ingram. And he banks in the layup. And now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
You want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his number is called.
Doncic against quickly. Doncic, no good. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Here's Ingram. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Vanderbilt. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Pirtle grabs a miss. Here's Toronto now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
Yes! Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
It's James with the drive.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Ingram. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. It's James on the wing. Barnes with the rebound. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet. Ingram not getting overtaken by the height of the moment. Nailing the shot in the face of the defense because his poise and composure is top level.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot. It's all about getting a 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Oh, my. Just what they needed. Barnes with a crucial burst of offensive energy.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Hachimura against Ingram. Outside Barnes to take the lead. The 3 won't fall. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.
Hi. Okay, so we are here, power rank 6, conference rank 1. Good. Doing good enough. Points per game, 13.8. Actually, the length is also very less, so it's fine. Look at Doncic, Austin Reeves, LeBron James. Probably Fifi Jr. Let's move ahead to Detroit Pistons.
Oh, say does that stop?
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA. Well, we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotation.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best with the thought also of the postseason.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hachimura in at the 5 spot. LeBron with the bucket.
Dangerous from the perimeter. LeBron is definitely a threat from that corner.
Doncic against Cunningham. He can't get it to go. Here's Reeves. Misses in close. And it's Detroit's ball. From about 16. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And the tough by LeBron.
Man, LeBron James, the king, can still fly.
Here's Cunningham. And he bends in the layup. Cunningham's got his second basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Hardaway with the steal.
Took the ball away from LeBron. Wow.
Ivy up top. He's defended by Reeves. Hardaway with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Hardaway. His last outing, he had 8 points. Back to Cunningham. Shoots over Doncic. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Hachimura the pass to James. And James throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town. And those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Here's LeBron after the basket by Detroit. Traps in the tray.
Good.
LeBron's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Lakers.
LeBron. All the way, LeBron.
There's 57 seconds left in the first. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. He's checked in for Tobias Harris. Malik Beasley comes in for Ivy. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And then for the Lakers, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Goodwin comes in for Vanderbilt. And Pippen subbed in for Luka Doncic. Now Reeves. After the missed 3 from Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. just couldn't find the mark.
Beasley kicks to Hardaway.
No.
Detroit, no good that time either. The Lakers trail to the paint, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Schroeder. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And it's Goodwin with the ball for Los Angeles. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Here's Hardaway. A putback. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. He notched 8.
Detroit Pistons.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Goodwin. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Alex Len. And it's Pippen in at the 1 spot. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. Primed to attack.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Good.
Kevin, thanks.
Obviously, the
Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Here's Stewart. Got a hand on it. Kicks it out to Beasley. Back to Stewart. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in. Stewart's got his first 2 points.
Well, this is where Stewart should look to score. He can be very effective down low.
Pippen outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Finney-Smith passes to Pippen. Here's Goodwin. The 3. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
We are now finally leading.
Goodwin's got the lead up to 1 now for the Lakers.
Lakers.
Passes to Howard. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And
we are trailing by 2
that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out.
Yes.
And I wasn't a good enough basketball player. That's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Now LeBron. Following the miss by Malik Beasley. Fouled in the act of shooting.
LeBron.
Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
All the way LeBron.
It's going to send LeBron James to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Why is it
for the
taking? I don't like
Jalen
that
Duren
food
comes in
taking.
for Isaiah Stewart. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Dennis Schroeder.
He's a big combo guard and
away all the
plays
focus.
with no fear in there.
The Lakers in the lead. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his
scoring
second
too many
season. I
points.
especially like how hard he goes.
Absolute beauty of a dunk.
Future in this league. Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Pistons. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Lakers in 5th.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality
We are
passes
trailing by
last
one
year.
basket.
We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
Detroit making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
No good from Finney Smith.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Outside, James. Back to Reeves. Kicks it out to James. Pocket 6. James
Good.
making it look easy
We are
from
leading
deep.
by 2 now.
And you know James isn't thinking twice about that shot. He knows he has the green light.
That's kind of defensive. Good.
Inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
From deep.
Yes.
Vanderbilt misses. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Cuts off the pass. Pippen against Cunningham. Pippen with the
Good
bucket.
basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Cunningham for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and
We are in
forth.
the lead now.
Unbelievable. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting their defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they
And now let's take a glimpse at some... Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
But when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you can want in a team leader. Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Duran, Vanderbilt with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Here's Ivy. Off the inbound. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time. What a play from Ivy.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
And now a look at LeBron James here. He's coming off an excellent season. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. You stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me. His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
LeBron.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Doncic against Schroeder. Nice D from Doncic. Lakers leading by 4. Hachimura the pass to Finney-Smith. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Harris outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Holland comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And the Lakers also making a change. Goodwin's checked in for James. Inside, here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. That bucket in no time at all. Hachimura's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Takes it off the glass. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Finney-Smith kicks to Goodwin. Hachimura against Stewart. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul.
Free throw, good. Beasley.
At the line for 2, Malik Beasley.
Beasley hits them both. Here's Pippen. Here he goes. Misses from short range. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. They've got Pippen. Jared Vanderbilt out there with James. Then it's Vince Williams. And it's Goodwin in at the shooting guard. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And he's able to get it back. And he gets it to go.
Good.
Pistons trail by 7. Now here's Schroeder. Here's Holland from 12 feet out. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Goodwin, good. And the Lakers lead by 7.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The kick out to Williams. LeBron passes to Vanderbilt. Pass to Goodwin. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Goodwin. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
It's Pippen with a drive. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
LeBron.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. The Lakers also changing it up. Hachimura, he's checked in for Williams. Austin Reeves comes in for Goodwin. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Pippen. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Told us guys, focus up right now. Everybody needs to be on the same page out there. Let's go out there and take this game right now. Big words, guys.
Thanks, David. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
Pistons trail by 12. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cage got length, skill, and athleticism.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Cunningham, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Cunningham's got 21 in the game.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
James down the lane. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, so tenacious on the attack. LeBron isn't bothered by a little contact on that drive.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Hardaway from outside. They get the rebound. Duren. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Hardaway against Hachimura. Pass to Vanderbilt. Three-pointer on the way. The shot, no good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before. All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Nice. 8 games ఉన్నాయి. Lakers 31 points. LeBron, what do we do about you, LeBron?